All right, guys. So I'd like to talk about another method to running a really successful Facebook ad. And this is if you're really heavy into video. And this is something that, you can really, really have a lot of success with. Again, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Not everything is going to work for everybody, but this is one great method or technique that I think you will really like, especially if you like video. So to kind of explain what we're doing here, essentially, we are going to run a video ad, and we're going to set the objective to video views. When you do this, as long as your video is engaging, usually you should be able to get super cheap video views, especially if you're targeting the right people. Many times you can get down to 1 cent per view. Okay. 1 cent per view is good. Even 2 cents is good. So what happens here is you run this video, this video ad for, I don't know, a week, maybe. You spend a decent amount of money on it, $100, couple $100, whatever, and you get that video out in front of a ton of people. Or you could run it evergreen and ongoing as well. You could do that. So, you show this video to people, and then you're going to retarget people that were really interested in the video because they watched, say 50% or more. So someone sees your video, and you can track how many people, or I'm sorry, how much of the video people watch. So there's usually 25% or 10%, 25%, 50, 75, 95%. So what I like to do is I run a video ad, and then I will retarget people that watched at least half of it. All right. So now when I'm retargeting these people, they're kind of already pre-framed to whatever it is I'm talking about or doing. And that gives me really good conversion rates. All right. So let's say I ran, you know what? I'm going to show you an example. I actually ran this specifically to show you guys this. So let me just show you here. Ads manager. So I ran this ad, and what it is, it's okay, Darth Vader. So lifetime. And I ran it real quick, and it was 4 cents per video view, which really isn't great. I really only ran this to show you guys this this method, but still not bad. So what I did was I targeted people that like Amy Porterfield, but also like Star Wars. And the reason I did that was because this video is my Darth Vader headline video. And let me just show it to you. So it's this video that I did, and it's kind of funny. It's about how to create great headlines, and it's Darth Vader teaching it. So hold on, let me see if I can turn this up. So as you can see, it's kind of a funny video. Now, I just randomly picked this video, and that's why it wound up to be 4 cents per view. Normally, I would have like exact copy for an exact audience. So I would say something like for instance, Amy Porterfield's audience is big into courses and webinars. So I would be like, how to create a great webinar headline. If I did that, this would probably be like 1 cent per view. But I kind of just randomly picked this, threw $100 at it, just so I could teach you guys this lesson. And I ran it for, I don't know, a week or something, or however long. So let me go back here, and as you can see, there was 116 video views to 95%. But let me see how many video views there was to at least 50%. Let me get rid of the 95. I'll put video views to 50%. I'll apply. So there was video views to 50%. 198. So that's 200 people watch this video, to 50, at least half of it. All right. I want to target those 500 people, or I'm sorry, those 200 people, and I want to offer them something. Now, if this was at 1 cent per view, it would be 1/4 the cost, and it would be worth it. I would not be happy with a 4 cent per view campaign because, it just, I don't think the ROI would work out good. But again, I just ran this random video just to show you, and still 4 cents per view isn't bad for not like doing anything properly. But anyway, so I got about 100, I got about 200 people to work with here. So if I go over to audiences, when you run an ad like that, Facebook automatically creates, and I've run a ton of videos, so you can see all these these custom audiences that are automatically created. So what happens is they automatically create a custom audience of people that watched your video. Now you can also create this by yourself manually, but I've seen most of the times they create it automatically. So let me see here. Okay, here we go. Video engagement, how to create captivating headlines. So as we can see, 200. So let me just click on this real quick. And let's see, let me hit edit. Okay. So the only thing about that is that I don't know to what extent they watched the video, and I like to be a little bit more precise. So, for instance, if I want to hit, if I wanted to do this manually, I hit create audience, custom audience, and I believe I would click, because this is actually kind of new. Okay, yep, engagement on Facebook. Create a list of people who have engaged with your content on Facebook. This is really cool. So I click that, and I'm going to click video. So I click video. So I will do people who viewed at least 50% of your video, and then I'll hit choose videos, and I'll choose the account I want to work with, which is Dan Henry. And there's my Vader video, so I'm going to click that. You can also actually click multiple videos as well. So for instance, I've got, these are testimonials, okay, for my course. So I might select both of these if I wanted to do a retargeting ad for, hey, sign up to my course, whatever. So anyway, I'm just going to do the Vader one right now. So I select that, and I hit confirm. And I'll say, whatever, last 180 days. And I already selected 50% of the video. So I'll say watched 50% of Vader video. So that's what I'm going to call the audience. So I'm going to hit save. Okay. So now see, it says watched 50% of Vader video. It takes a bit of time to have Facebook process that, and that's why it says size. It says audience too small, and it doesn't have a size. I actually did this earlier, like a day ago. Watched Vader video. I did the same thing. So you'll see here that the size is 300. Okay. Now let me see why it's 300. It should be 200. Oh, 180 days. Okay. That's right. So, this was, viral. There were people that had watched it before I ran the campaign, which is fine too. That'll work. So anyway, watch Vader video. So here's this custom audience right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Power Editor, or I can create it in the regular editor or whatever. I like to use the Power Editor because the Power Editor rarely changes. The other editor changes all the friggin' time. It's annoying. Anyway, I'm going to hit create quick draft, because it used to be create campaign. Now it's create quick draft, blah, blah, blah. They're always changing this stuff. Okay, so we'll call this campaign Retarget Vader, because I'm going to retarget people that watch Vader. So we'll do, and again, you can do clicks to website, whatever. I'm going to do website conversions because let's say I'm going to have them sign up to a webinar. All right. So I'm going to hit choose ad set, and I'll just say Vader 50. I'll call it Vader 50%. And my ad is going to be webinar offer, and I'm going to hit create. And it will create it. Let me just get rid of the ad set filters. Okay, so retarget Vader, it's right there. All right, so here's my Vader 50%. Again, for some reason, I don't know why. Hold on, let me always show new items, apply. Okay, there we go. So if you deselect always show new items, it won't show ad sets from other campaigns, which why it would do that in the first place, I don't know. One of many annoying Facebook things, but whatever, we'll get through it. So here I got Vader 50%. This is my audience that I'm going to go after, otherwise known as ad set. So I'm going to choose a conversion, webinar training conversion, because that's the the custom conversion I've made for the thank you page for the webinar registration. So I'll do 5 or 10 or, well, no, this is I'll do $20 a day for this. Custom audiences. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to type in Vader, and there's the watch 50% that I just made. But again, because I just made it, it's like this. So I'm just going to choose this one that I made the other day, watch Vader video. Boom. So now I have 300 people, and the estimated daily reach is 110 to 190. If I was continuously running the ad for that Vader video, or if that Vader video went super viral, then I could just, that audience would grow constantly. And so this would always have a fresh audience to go after. But because I only have 300 people and I stopped the ad, you wouldn't want to run this for too long because people would end up seeing it 4, 5, 6 times. This works really well if you are running both ads simultaneously, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna get rid of United States because I want it to be worldwide. And let's see here. Okay, optimize that for conversions, yada, 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 yada. Okay, so now I'm going to click on the ad set, and that takes me to the ad. And again, I'll do Henry. And from here, I can create my ad or use an existing post. So this is where I would put in the URL of my webinar landing page. I put in all my copy right here. Boom. It would then preview here. I hit review changes. Make sure there's no errors. Oh yeah, please provide website URL, whatever. So, I'd fill all this out, and then I would start the ad. And what'll happen is it will only be shown to people that watched 50% or more of this video. And what you'll end up having here is you'll end up having conversions for really, really cheap if you do everything right, if your copy's good, if you're, targeting the right people, because they're already engaged with you. They already watched 50% of your video. So they're already interested. So it's highly likely that they'll opt in. For instance, you could use this technique. Like, let's say you had a mortgage client, and you ran a educational video on how to get lower rates or how to, get a new refi or whatever. Now, again, Facebook is always optimizing everything. So you run these video view campaigns. Facebook optimizes based on who's, engaging and watching it more. So as time goes on, your cost per view goes down because they're optimizing. And then you retarget all the people that watched at least half of it. Because think about this. If they watched at least half of that video on how to get a better refi rate, why the hell would they watch half or more of that video if they weren't thinking about refining their home? For what reason? What, just because they want to learn about refi? I don't, maybe like 0.001%, but probably most of them are thinking about refi. So you hit them with an ad saying something like, hey, download my free refi guide or whatever. And then they download it. They get, now you get their phone number. their email, all that stuff. You can continue to market to them and get the sale. So that is how you would do a video retarget ad campaign, and it's a mixture of 2 campaigns. It works really well. I've had a lot of success with just direct, just direct to webinar registration or whatever it is I'm doing. But that's because my ad copy and everything's really good. I'm actually going to be doing a lot of these coming up. I'm going to be doing a lot of short educational videos, and I'm going to try to get some videos to go viral. And that's another thing. If you can get a video to go viral and you're getting free views, and then you set up a retargeting campaign, oh my God. I had a client actually reach out to me, and they have no idea what they're doing with marketing, but they put together this really funny video for their product. And it's this like jaw exercise thing. And the client is wanting to hire me at the end of the month. I don't know if he will or not, but whatever. Point is, he released a video of demonstrating this jaw exercise thing, and it was really funny. Okay, it was a really funny video, and it ended up getting 700,000 views in like a week because it got shared and shared. It was just hilarious. So what you do is you retarget. You set up a campaign like this, and you retarget people that watched at least half of that video, which you'll have thousands and thousands and thousands of people that watched at least half of the video, and you say, hey, you know, for that, it's probably a cheap product. You could probably say, hey, buy this product, or hey, enter your email to get a discount on this product, or whatever funnel you want to send them into, or maybe you want to send them into a webinar on how to get a great jawline with this product. Whatever you want to do, you can create this campaign, and you'll get super, super cheap. Sometimes it's like 20-cent leads, 10-cent leads, because they're retargeting, and these people already watched 50% of the video. And that, man, if you could get a video to go viral like that, and then just retarget people that watched at least half of it, you would kill it. You would kill it. And that's what I'm actually going to do for this client. It'll be the easiest client ever. I'll just set this up and boom, and they'll think I'm like this Facebook ads genius, which I am, but it's making my job easier because I already have a video that went super viral, is my point. So you can either run a video view campaign, get super cheap views, or you can get a video to go viral, or find a client that has a ton of videos out there with a ton of views. You set up these retargeting ads, and now you're the hero. You're getting them sales left and right, and it's easy. So that's how you do the video retarget method.